November 16th, 2021. I'm watching the program, and all of a sudden, I was waiting, and there was a commercial that comes on. It's about this gentleman. Now, I've never heard these symptoms as related to a diagnosis of what they're calling Parkinson's. I believe that they have a broad umbrella and then they affix these diagnoses, but I don't necessarily. They're all made up from some clinical trial to push some kind of drug, from some kind of break in the matrix system that runs the cognitive health and safety of the human as it walks in its environment. Now, this is what really scares me, because this is pushing a drug therapy now, which adds more money and making money opportunity. The problem is that the human is at the receiving end of a debilitating diagnosis that is really scary to live through. It's like living through and walking through a nightmare that you can't shut off. It's an integrated, almost like an integrated CGI technology in with your human visual environment, that you can see what your scene looks like in this reality, but almost like a second skin or a virtual reality placed on top of your other reality, of your original reality, let's say.
But then he started seeing things that weren't there and believing things that weren't true.
That's the part. I mean, the humans are acknowledging that this exists within this portion of humanity. This is almost like a CGI script. Here's the regular background that we live in, or your physicality that you live in. And then they're connecting almost like an in-term slice layer, like a 3D diorama of something else that doesn't belong and doesn't exist, and then makes it incredibly difficult and dangerous to live throughout the situation. Plus, there's no escape from it, because nobody knows exactly, especially in my situation, just my zip code, 11361, I would have no idea who has this capability to send it. If the body is a receiving station of information from the environment, it's supposed to work with visual interaction and voice interaction. It's not supposed to be sent excess stimulation through some computer-generated movie production company somewhere else that wants to literally drive a human insane by formulating some other reality and superimposing it.
True. That worried us.
During the course of their disease, around 50% of people with Parkinson's may experience hallucinations or delusions, and these symptoms can get worse over time. Nuplazid is the only approved medicine prescribed to significantly reduce hallucinations and delusions related to Parkinson's. Don't take Nuplazid if you're allergic to its ingredients. Nuplazid can increase the risk of death in elderly people with dementia-related psychosis and is not for treating symptoms unrelated to Parkinson's disease. Nuplazid can cause changes in heart rhythm and should not be taken if you have certain abnormal heart rhythms or took other drugs that are known to cause changes in heart rhythm. Tell your doctor about any changes in medicines you're taking. The common side effects are swelling of the arms and legs and confusion.
Now this is something we want to see.
Don't wait. Ask your healthcare provider about Nuplazid.
No, this is not what I want to see, but here, Acadia, and it says dedicated care coordinators can help answer your insurance and cost questions at nuplazid.com. Are these sales representatives? I mean, I don't call these people, but this is really scary. In my area, the diagnosis of the nuclear fission tube at the level that this matrix is broken in fallout shelter, I have a low platelet count, P-L-A-T-L-E-T. Low platelets is a problem, but it's radiological involved. And then I've got an electrical involved for incorrect arcing between the system, the ground, and my body as a conduit. And then there's, thyroid was the other one that they said, THYROID. In the physician's reference guide, these things are put in there as diagnostic. Oh, it's anemia, ANEMIA. But that is a platelet problem, which is I have high platelets, it says, and a low RBC count. So I know that in universal speak that means something significant. I just don't know what. There was another commercial I want to get on here. I'm just going to pause this for a second. It's November 15th, 2021. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. I'm in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. Now, this also was on CBS 2 this morning. Again, I don't know the syndicate. I don't have a way of finding any of this information out because it's just the area that I live in is not set up for any kind of research or investigation that I'm aware of. I'm not part of it. If they do exist, I don't know how to find them.
Sounds like a plan.
Aboard the International Space Station, 4 Americans, 2 Russians, and a German are on high alert this morning because of more than 1,500 pieces of new space debris. Yep, they've got debris up there. The U.S. government says this new space junk was created when Russia destroyed one of its own satellites with a missile. Even a small fragment of that debris could cause devastating damage to the space station. Mark Strassman has the latest.
Good morning. Sorry for the early call. We were recently informed of a satellite breakup.
That was the call received aboard the International Space Station Monday morning, just 5 days after the arrival of 4 new astronauts. The station was under threat.
Where I live, they say things like solar flare, SOLARFLARE. I have no idea what that means in actuality. The English that they speak, not just this, but